Before we came on, this lady was talking to me and she told me that I had a very, very wonderful voice. It's like it has this air of authority, and I'm like, okay, but when I heard what she does, and I'm like, you're the boss, man, you're the boss. We have KieKie in the house, KieKie on the couch with me, and I'm really, really excited because she is an entrepreneur, she's a businesswoman, she's a force to be reckoned with when it comes to media, and she's a presenter like myself. So introduce yourself, feel free. KieKie in the house, you're welcome.
So like right now, my head is getting bigger than my neck.
I don't see it. So when I see it, I'll stop. When I see it, I'll stop.
I'm already bothered. Like, how am I supposed to contain this waist? Am I not going to pass out? However, so my name is KieKie, and I'm a TV presenter. I'm a TV producer. I have a clothing label. It's called Accost Collection. And I run a TV company as well. It's called KieKie TV, where we produce 90s, mid-millennium, and Style Connect. So
I told you, she's a boss herself. Confirmation. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
So, a woman in the industry, believe me, it's been male-dominated for a very long time.
Yeah,
Started off with guys coming in and all that. So, what does it feel like? How does it feel like having your own thing, running your own thing? What does it feel like?
Well, yeah, it feels great, and of course, it's very challenging because you meet people, and the concern is your business is short-timed. So they kind of feel like you're a girl, you're a lady, at some point you want to get married, they start having children, and they're bothered this might affect what you have to do. So most times, people don't want to invest so much in what you're doing because they feel it has like a short, like a short time, or it's limited. But no, that's not it. The point exactly is you want to do something. You believe in yourself. Let people see the belief you have in yourself. When they see it, they buy into it, and they help you do almost everything that you want to do. Because the idea is the main thing. When the idea is present and people say it, they help you.
Wow,
so pretty much.
Beautiful, beautiful. So what was it like starting off?
Starting off was very dramatic for me. It was
I want to hear drama, please.
Because I didn't start like you, where you got you work with a company and then you get to learn and know so many things about production. Because I was away in London for a while, so coming back, I felt I could do so many things by my own, and I was wrong.
Wow.
So the first thing I did was Style Network. So Style Network, I had everybody that matters in Lagos in the beauty industry. I had the likes of Tenny Kuku, Durham Beauty. I had Messi Aigbe. I had all the top shots. I had the interview done, and then I started submitting my tapes to TV channels. Like, this is my first season, air my first season, and they tell me, this set is not okay. We can't play it.
Whoa.
They tell me, the segment, no segment breaker.
Troy.
No something.
My God.
No this thing.
Oh, my God.
At the end of the day, you tell me you can't take my stuff, and then I go back, and 2 months later, I'm watching TV, and I see my stuff. I'm like, it's me who produced this thing now. You guys are just copying what I did. But I couldn't just do anything. So that was scrap.
Wow.
I did that all over again. I shot the season 2, took to some people, they tell me, it's not good enough, it's not this, it's not that. So along the line, I met Benga Dinka. I worked on his concert, Laugh Mataz, and he said to me, yo, babe, you have something great going on. I have a friend in Lagos, his name is Otobashi Sonrufai. Go and meet him, talk to him, show him what you do. So I met Otobashi Sonrufai of Goldmine TV, and shout out to my boss.
Shout out.
And I showed him what and the stuff I'd done. I was like, wow, you did this. Wow. Come on, produce my fashion program now.
Wow.
And I got there. I started producing the fashion program. That's Style Street on TV. Okay. And after a while, he said, present this program now. And then I started presenting the program, and it got better.
Wow.
And along the line, he said, okay, we have a music program on Silverbird. Why don't you produce and present it as well? And that was how I started producing and presenting video reels on Silverbird. Wow. Along the line, he said to me, okay, we have Eats on Radio on Rhythm FM. Why don't you do the fashion beats of Eats on Radio on Rhythm FM? So every Sunday, we have this segment on Rhythm FM. It's on radio, where I get to do the fashion part of it. And I also do Nollywood Fashion and Style on African Screen. Yes, also on TV.
By the way, you look big.
And by the way, this is one thing for my collection.
Awesome. Your collection. So you have a clothing line right now?
Yes, I do.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So
yeah, pretty much that was how I started. So when I got into Goldmine, I learned actually it was a very good platform for me. I had the knowledge of what I wanted to do. I had the creativity was in my head, but then the workforce was not there. The procedures, you know, things that you have to learn to allow you work properly.
Exactly.
And after being there for a whole year, this year in January, I actually launched mine online TV, which is Star Connect, which also shows on TV Max.
Awesome.
So, you know, it's a different situation now. I know the job of a camera person. I know the job of a sound person. I know any links. I know any segment breaker. You cannot come and tell me where it's not. No.
Oh, my God. Where are those people that told you that your show is not good enough first time? Like, where
you at?
I don't know. I don't see them. Do you see them?
No, I don't.
This is a really great story. It's very encouraging for young entrepreneurs in the country because a lot of people tell you that, okay, I didn't have it this way, I didn't have it that way. Someone will listen to your story and be like, oh, she had it good, she met someone. Okay, what of... Put yourself in a situation where you did not meet someone. What was your plan? What was your original blueprint?
Now, speaking of which, I like to put it straight to people that... I always say to people that money is not everything.
Word!
Money is not everything. I cannot deny the fact that I grew up in a family that could afford me almost anything that I want.
Wow.
Because I came back into Nigeria and my parents bought me full equipment. I'm talking about 5D cameras, light, sound, studio, everything, and it still didn't work.
Whoa.
So money is not everything. It's about grace and asking God for direction. Because, you know, the ability to bring yourself down and ask yourself, what do I really want? Because when I worked on Gbenga Dinka's concert as a VJ, my friends are like, KieKie, so you will hold microphone, you'll be shouting on the red carpet. They not be pulling people. Some people thought it was too little for me to do.
Wow.
But I wanted to penetrate. If you don't make effort to penetrate, you can't meet, because you really have to meet somebody. The reason why we are alive today is because of God, for those that believe in God. So in life too, for you to get to the next level, you need to meet someone. Somebody needs to meet you. So even if I didn't meet Otumba Shesonrufai, I would still have met somebody who would take me to the next level.
KieKie is taking me up there right now. If you want to speak to this wonderful lady beside me, you can call in on the show. Numbers to call in on are 080-9122-2283, 848586, 014, quadruple 0283 and 284. Yeah, I was typewriting past it, but it's going to scroll across the screen right now. So, big woman in the industry, you started little, started from the bottom. Now she's here.
Now we're here.
Okay,
no,
that's not it.
No.
Okay, so what's your projection for the future, KieKie's television? What are your plans for the future?
Well, because I really love fashion.
Ooh, okay.
I desire it so much.
Oh my God, I wish I loved fashion that much.
And I desire from the production aspect of it and from the practical aspect of it.
So
and
you know how to operate a sewing machine?
I went to fashion school. I went to London College of Fashion.
Nice.
Where I learned sewing skills, pattern cutting, embellishment. I know how to sew. I cut and sew myself, and I have those who work with me. But then the thing is, I project into having like a premium fashion content going on. Now, I really don't see myself owning a big channel where we do XYZ, do news, do this, do that. I just want, you know, a channel where we can take this African culture into fashion and blow it to the world. Because while I was in London College of Fashion, anytime I have a practical and I always use Ankara. It just happens today that I'm not wearing Ankara. I wear Ankara a lot.
This looks like...
Yeah, I love print, I love colors and things like that. You know, Ankara gives me that vibe a lot. So, you know, most times when I have practicals and I use Ankara fabrics, my supervisors are like, what fabric is this? Where is this fabric from? And that tells me that we really have something major in Africa that we are not even seeing ourselves, that the whole world need to see. And as a result, I would like to use my own channel, the love for passion, for fashion, the love for production, you know, to push this to the world and say, yo, in Africa, we have something called Ankara. Excuse me. It's amazing.
Deal with it.
It's amazing.
Nice.
So that's a projection, really. Build a good brand, to push the culture, build a good production outlet to push the culture, and at the end of the day, it's a win-win game.
It's wonderful, but look at fashion in Nigeria now. A lot of people, it's past the level of, oh, cut and sew, hey, this is what my tailor did for me. Now it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And we don't seem to be producing our own materials when it comes to, like, fabric. We don't produce our own fabric. So how are you working with that? Because people import expensive fabric, then you have to make what your consumer wants. And it's high, way, way high above the budget. How do you balance that?
Well, most times when a customer says to me, KieKie, I want this dress, my first question is, what's your budget?
Okay.
If you want it, I'll go out of my way to get the fabric from any way that you want it. Okay. And if you don't, I could source fabric locally, because we have those who actually bring in fabrics like in bulk, so you can still afford to get some fabrics at some pretty reasonable prices. But then at some point you really want to do a job and then you can't find the fabric.
What about homemade fabric? Like there was a designer recently, he tried to create his own fabric in Nigeria. Although it's still not on the low side, it's very, very high. It's very expensive. Because
yeah,
it's new.
You know, because the major challenge is that industry is not developed in Nigeria.
Tie and dye.
Yeah, well, we have tie and dye, we have all these guys.
But we don't value it.
Yeah, because it's yet to be improved. So right now, if I have a dress in Adeaga, I'm afraid to soak it. Because when I take it out of the water,
it fades.
My color will be dominated inside that water. So pretty much I see my color, I'm like, no, this is not the real face of this fabric. Okay. So, you know, the issue is that industry is not developed. And I think that needs to happen on the federal level. It's not something that the industry can work out, because it takes a lot. To set up an industry that actually a factory that does all of that. But you know, in the meantime, the best thing you can just do as a designer is get a clientele abroad, have a good relationship, build good discount levels, and then that's just the only way you want to go. Because you don't want to have a dress for 100K, and then you're riding on town, and then you see somebody getting on the bike with that same fabric. You call yourself like, hey, wow. Well, which kind of fabric is this to sew my clothes? You know, you'll be angry. So we don't have any other option than to ship at the moment. All right,
so fashion and media, a lot of friends will tell me that, oh, yeah, there has to be a fashion beat, but for me, television, it's all sports. If there's no sports there, then it's not good enough for me. So how has been the acceptance for Nigerians? I know a lot of people, I'll just look at my catalog and I will see dresses and all that. I don't have to watch a style television. How has been the acceptance for Nigerians?
You know, the most exciting thing is, it's not just about the industry getting bigger. I think people's exposure, their understanding, the mentality of fashion, it's also getting bigger. Okay. Because sometimes when I have clients, take, for example, it's a bridal job now. People don't show me pictures from all these catalogs. They don't do that. Someone literally goes online and just Google bridal dresses. And they come and show me that, I saw this online, I think it's an El-Sab dress. How do we make it happen? Wow. So that tells me that even my clients are a step ahead, which really works. So it's people now watch TV to know what's trending, to know what's new. Thank God we now have the likes of Bella this, Ashoebi that on Instagram. Everybody wants to get featured. As a result, people actually spend time selecting their own styles themselves because they want to flick and over-flick. So I think TV still works because they want to know. Like, I run Style It Yourself on Style Connect, where I give fashion tips, and then people literally tell me, okay, Gabe, can you show me how to rock XYZ? Or can you tell me what to wear with what? So that tells me that people are watching because it's beyond a print, or it's beyond your own personal, you know, log now. It's now more of what people want. People now know what they want, at least in the fashion industry. All right. So away from fashion and media, you have your tentacles everywhere, basically. You do other things. So what are your other projects that we can watch out for? Okay, I think one project that, I think my clothing label started in 2008. Oh, what's it called? It's called Accost Collection. Accost Collection? Yes. Watch out for Accost Collection. Yes, and that's like 8 years now, so I think she's old. At least if she were to be a child, she'd be just one. Okay. Just one. No, 8. Okay, primary 6. Okay. Okay, so I just started a new project last year that's called The 90s Meet Millennium. It's a KieKie TV production. So I also love music. Music is one thing that gets me going. When I'm bored, when I'm sad, when I'm happy, when I'm down, music can do a lot of things for me. And that tells you why I'm also a music producer. All right. So what we do is, I love Africa as a whole. I love it. You know, most times when I tell people that I'm from Ibadan, they don't get it. They're like, But you look like an Edo girl. It's not only Edo, it's Calabar.
Okay.
And I like to stay to the roots. Now, we have great guys that's been in this industry, and we are, you know, just forgetting the great works they've put together in making the industry. We have the likes of, you know, shout out to Salawa Beni, shout out to Shina Peters, King Sunny Ade. So I bring these guys back, and I get guys from the new, you know, the raves now, you know, the likes of the Whiskey, the Reminisce, Olamide, and they get to perform on the same stage. So that moment, the audience can see and feel how it started. So they know that this is what we have. And this is what it has translated into. And if these guys feel like they are derailing in some part, they can quickly call themselves, excuse me, this is no longer our culture. We have to go and look for the culture. Yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's what it's about, pretty much.
KieKie, you're popping, believe me. There's so much I want to listen to, but we have to round up. So how do we contact you? How do your fans get in touch with you? If they want to know what's KieKie doing next, how do we contact you? Social media?
I think their social media is going to be the, you know, a very good, a safe way.
Exactly.
A safe way.
No phone numbers.
No. Thank you. Okay, so I am KieKie on Instagram. That's KIA_, KIA _.
KIE. Key.
Yeah.
Key.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
KEY.
No.
Okay,
no.
perfect.
And I am Accost Collection on Instagram as well.
Okay.
And I am KieKie_TV. ACC. Oh, no?
We'll get back to that. Just stick with KieKie, okay? KIE_KIA on Instagram, okay?
Yeah. Then ACCOST.
Okay.
Collection on Instagram. That's Accost Collection.
Instagram.
Yes, it's just Instagram.
Thank you very, very much. It was a fun time with you. And I'm taking this gown. Just kidding. Anyway, it's not going to be my size. All right. So that was all on First Sit Down today. Stick around for more on the RTV Breakfast Show. Don't go nowhere. KieKie.